Good morning. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for just allowing yourself, even if you were just scrolling and you stop right here. Stop right here. Please, please stay in. Welcome on behalf of Purpose Journey Counseling LLC Reloaded for 2023. We are moving along. It is Wednesday, August the 23rd, 2023, and it is 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we thank you again. If you've been scrolling, stop right here. It was intentional. It was not a coincidence why you stopped. Just keep here because we have something very, very important that we're doing this morning, and your participation and your engagement is going to bless your life, but also is definitely going to help us help each other. So my name is Dr. Natatu North, and I am the owner and therapist of Purpose Journey Counseling LLC, which is located in Cincinnati, Ohio. So again, it's Wednesday, August 23rd, 2023, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we are live. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. I'm looking doing that X, formerly known as Twitter. And the YouTube link for this broadcast is posted on Instagram. So we do ask that you take just a few moments. Please like this broadcast. Please follow us on your preferred social media platform. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Even if you don't watch us on YouTube, it's okay. If you could please just take a moment to subscribe to our YouTube channel and then share this broadcast. On Wednesdays, I'll go ahead and say we do a Wednesday check-in. We're checking in. So it's important. That's why I say it's a blessing to you to know where you stand. It's a blessing for us to be able to interact and engage with each other as well. So let's please do that in the comments section today. But we're getting ready to check in. We're getting ready to check in as we've been doing, as the flyer has shown, the months of June through August. And this is our second to last Wednesday in these months. So we're grateful to be here this morning. But before we do our check-in, I do want to share these numbers that we share every time we're together. The first number is for the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. That number is 1-800-273-8255. Again, that's 1-800-273-8255. This number is 24/7. Share this number, save this number, have this number available. Just in case you may need it, someone else may need it, but we want to have the necessary tools and resources right at our fingertips. And we got phones. They're right there. So please save this number. The next number is for the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. The number is 988. Again, the number is 988. This number is also 24/7, and you can text this number as well. So please make sure you store this information in your phones. If you don't already have it, you can share it with someone and say, hey, you can even share this, not because they necessarily need it, to say, hey, I want you to have this number. I got this information. I want you to have it just in case we ever need to give it to someone. So please share that information. So we thank you for taking a few moments to like, follow, subscribe, and share. We're interacting in the comment section and saving those numbers as well, and also sharing those numbers. So it is Wednesday. And like I said, on Wednesday, we do our check-in. Why do we do a Wednesday check-in? Because we're human, because life be lifing. No, that's not grammatically correct, but y'all know what I mean. Life be lifing. Things have been happening. Things are going on. And we need to be aware of where we are. We need to be aware. We need to know how we're doing so that when people ask us that question, we can be honest. We can approach these situations with integrity in the way we're answering questions, and then learning how to navigate these spaces. So it's not just we're asking people how they're doing. We want them to be honest, but then we don't know what to do with the information. No, we want to be more well-versed in understanding of how to assist each other. Don't have to be a mental health professional to give them a number. If they're telling you they're having suicidal thoughts, you don't have to be a licensed professional to do that. You can give them that information, and then they'll be pointed in the right direction of maybe additional resources that they may need. But it's good for us to check in. It's good for us to check on each other. So for what we ask is that in the comment section, you don't have to put any of your personal business, but you put a blue heart as a check-in, a blue heart if you're doing great, a purple heart if you're in need of a little push today, a yellow heart if you're just okay, a red heart if you're struggling today, and a green heart if you're in crisis. Again, that's a blue heart if you're doing great, a purple heart if you're struggling today. A purple heart if you're in need of a little bit of a push today, a yellow heart if you're okay, a red heart if you're struggling, and a green heart if you are in crisis. Like I said, you don't have to add any additional information, but this is part of our check-in. We're checking in. And I like to do these check-ins as well, just to kind of show you. I mean, I'm dealing with life too, but I'm also making sure that I'm being cognizant of my check-ins weekly as well. And I think today I want to say I'm kind of between the purple and the yellow, but I'm going to say yellow. I'm just going to go ahead and say yellow. I'm just okay. Not bad, not great, just okay. Just okay. So I'm a yellow heart right now. It's seven. It's seven. It's seven. I still have to get my kids off to school. Maybe that's part of the reason why I'm a yellow. But I'm a yellow right now. We'll see how the day transforms. My goal is to be to a blue heart by later. But right now I'm a yellow. I'm okay. The next series of questions, you don't have to put them in the comment section. Just part of our check-in is how are you? How are you today? Right today, I'm just tired. I've been tired probably all month, because it's just been a busy month, been a very busy month. So I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, which is probably why I'm just okay. Just okay. Not bad, not struggling, just okay. But how are you doing? Be honest with yourself. This, I always tell my clients, this is a very, very intentional question, but this is like a loaded question. Don't give any fluff. You don't have to put it in the comment section, but ask yourself, how are you doing? How are you feeling this morning? You know, whether it's your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, your emotional health. Where do you kind of stand right now? How are you doing today? The next question is, what are you planning to accomplish today? We talk about how it's good to set goals. It's good to have kind of some type of an outlook or an overview over the day. You know, we have a lot of us set these alarms and we get up at a certain time with purpose, with intention, because we have to be somewhere. We have to do something. You know, my mornings now, because my kids went back to school a couple of days ago, my mornings now consist of, what can I get done before they wake up? Well, if I want to get too much done, then I got to get up too early. But what I'm planning to accomplish, getting them off to school, right when I get off here, be getting them off to school 3 different times, 3 different things. Yeah, that, and then I got to work, you know. So, but I'm planning to accomplish that, but then also just decluttering my mind, decluttering my space, so that I can work more efficiently and more effectively. So that's what I'm planning to accomplish today. What are you planning to accomplish today? You want to be planning to do something, even if today's your day of rest, then you're planning to accomplish some rest today. So that's important as well. And yes, that counts, because we all need to rest and reset. The next question, how will you handle the stressors that may come your way today? What are you going to do when you get stressed out? What are you going to do when things don't go quite right? What are you going to do when you hit that traffic this morning and you're kind of stuck in there? Maybe you're stuck in traffic right now and you're watching this, you're scrolling, you just kind of have your phone up safely because you're like, okay, I might as well go ahead and, you know, do something else because I'm in traffic. But how are you going to handle it? Are we going to let people have it? Are we going to just shut down? Are we going to quit? Are we going to keep pushing? Are we going to keep pressing forward? I know that's how I plan to handle the stressors today, is praying before I speak, praying before I act, but also continuing to move forward and not allowing situations to stop me from doing what it is that I need to do. So that's how I'm planning on handling it today. How are you planning on handling it? Again, you do not have to write in the comment section, but I want you to think about it. As we're checking in, I want you to answer these questions for yourself. Next question is, what is your motivation? What is your driving force today? Mine is, because I know that a lot of people are depending on me to do what I need to do. That's my motivation. It's not that it's not important to me, but I thrive and I actually love serving other people. So when I know that the things that I am doing directly impact other people's lives, and I have the ability to impact people positively, that's my motivation, is knowing that if I keep pushing, if I keep pressing forward, it's going to positively impact someone else. That's my motivation. What is your motivation today? As we're checking in. Don't have to write your business. You don't have to tell us anything. But our last question is, how can we pray for you? We say this every Wednesday. We're praying all the time. The Bible says pray without ceasing, but we specifically set aside Wednesdays as we're checking in to pray. I encourage people all the time. You could put a particular, whatever heart you're checking in with, and you could just put the praying hands. You don't have to say, if you want us to pray for you specifically by name, know that we're praying for you. But if you want to do that, and you want us to pray for you by name, you can put praying hands. If you want to put your situation, you can. If you want to privately or directly message us, you can do that as well. And there's power in prayer. There's so much power in prayer, and we need to be praying with and for each other. So we encourage you this morning, if you want to put the praying hands with your colored heart, or if you want to submit a prayer request, or even if you want to say unspoken, or just put I need prayer, or prayer please, or pray for me, whatever it is that you want to put, please feel free to do so as we're checking in. But as we're, just kind of seeing where we are at 7 a.m. So, 7 a.m. might be tough for a lot of people. Some of us are not morning people. Some of us are not. And 7 a.m. might be tough, but by 9 o'clock, we might be great. Some of us haven't had our coffee yet, or different things, or haven't had our tea, or whatever it is. And we know that, our moods definitely change. They do. But just how we're doing can drastically change by the end of the day. And sometimes it goes from negative to positive, and sometimes positive to negative. So the goal is just for us to be checking in, again, being able to answer the questions, how we are doing, answering the question of what we're planning to accomplish today, understanding that there's going to be stressors that come, but being able to identify what we're going to do to handle the stressors, that we're managing the stress is not managing us. What are we going to do? Understanding and defining for ourselves what our motivation is, and then also knowing that we need to be in prayer for each other, but also for ourselves. We can pray for ourselves as well. We should be in constant prayer for ourselves as well. So that is something else that we definitely want to add with our check-in. So let's just check in this morning. You can check in throughout the day. In the evening, whatever time of day is most convenient. I know some people catch this. I shouldn't forgot to say, we thank you, whether you're catching us live at 7 a.m. or you catch us later in the day, later in the week, later in the month, or even later in the year. We appreciate it, but you can always check in at any point. You can check in. But Wednesdays, we definitely set aside for that. So let's make sure we're checking in this morning. Know that we're praying for you, whether you put the praying hands, whether you tell us you want prayer or you don't tell us you want prayer. Know that we are praying for you on today. But if you want us to pray for you by name, just let us know in the comment section, or you can directly message us on the platform that you're watching us on. So we thank you all for doing the check-in this morning. Just a couple of things before we go. Again, we do have our Wednesday check-in Wednesdays, the months of June through August. So we still have one more. Next Wednesday, we will have a new schedule following next Wednesday, but we do have another check-in next Wednesday live at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on all of our platforms. So please tune in next Wednesday morning for our Wednesday check-in. And then we do have our monthly podcast, hashtag from a Christian, hashtag from a therapist with Dr. Natatu, on the first Sundays of the month, live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that means that our next episode, which is episode 15, will be on Sunday, September the 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please mark your calendars, plan to join us. We will have our new flyer coming out very soon, so you'll be able to know what our podcast will be for the month of September. But we definitely invite you to join us. We've had some wonderful guests on our podcast, had some wonderful conversations, and we're definitely looking forward to September. So please plan to join us on September the 3rd for our monthly podcast. So thank you so much for doing all those things. But our tag for Purpose Journey Counseling, every time we are together, I want to encourage you to be loving, be kind, be compassionate, and be intentional towards others as well as towards yourselves. That is our tag every time. Be loving, be kind, be compassionate, be intentional towards others as well as towards yourself. So again, we thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for checking in and for all the check-ins and knowing that the prayers are going up this morning for all of that will occur today. Lord willing, we will see you next Wednesday for our Wednesday check-in, again live at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We pray that you have a phenomenal day. Even if you're struggling, even if you're in crisis right now, we pray that crisis, there's resolution to that crisis, and that you are able to get the resources and the assistance that you need, and that the day goes from maybe not being so great to being amazing. We're praying for an amazing and phenomenal day to you. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and blessings and love.